Schools in the UC system will not be able to use the ACT or SAT scores during the admissions process. Dr. Cynthia Cullen, host of the podcast Destination University, joining us now. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you. Good morning to you.
This is a big change, big change. I remember this was a big deal when we were in school getting ready for all these exams.
It's very true. Now, what families need to know right now is this. There are 3 campuses that remain test blind, which is a decision they made in May. And the 6 other campuses, so those 3 campuses, are Berkeley, Irvine, and Santa Cruz. The other 6 campuses do still remain test optional while they are considering the temporary injunction, and when changes are made to their policies with regard to legal counsel, those decisions will be let known to the public on what changes will come for those 6 campuses. But you're right, this is a very big decision that's happening and a shakeup for California residents.
When you talk about temporary injunction, have you heard how long this will last? Who this will exactly apply to?
Well, it's going to apply to everyone, really. And again, when the big decision came down in May from the UC campuses to go test optional, there were already 3 campuses that said they would go test blind from the get-go. So when I spoke to Gary Clark, the director of admission at UCLA, he reminds everyone that no campus has any testing that is required at all. And so what that means is when I checked all the websites, nothing has changed. And in terms of UC San Diego, the director of admission, LaShane Sadler, she's recommending that students sign up for a virtual advising appointment. So the truth is, we don't know that any California resident will be able to take the test at all this year because of COVID. So this might be a moot point anyway, but students should prepare that they will not be able to take it and they will not be disadvantaged at all in this process.
If the test, Cynthia, is available to take, should students still take it even though they may not consider it?
Well, if students are applying to more than just the UC campuses, certainly that can be helpful across the board. But again, I refer to those, I checked all the websites, and as per UCLA's website, your health and your safety matters more to us than a test score. And so I want to really emphasize that the UCs are saying that test optional means test optional. And again, this is a temporary injunction could go where they can't use it anyway. So the bigger question is, where should I be spending my time and energy? And that is with grades and rigor of curriculum. Because at the end of the day, students are applying from high school to college, which is an academic institution. So with fewer testing available, the rigor and grades will matter most, and that will carry the day. Yeah. So that's really what students should be focused on.
That would be my next question, is if they don't have that score in front of them. And I know that there are a lot of other factors that they include into who they choose, and community service, how involved you are. Sometimes you can't even do any of that right now. So now, so late in the game, what are things that students can do now to apply and get into the colleges that they want to get into?
Such a good question. So for seniors, again, right away, thinking about these grades, do everything you can, put it into turbo with your grades and your curriculum. If it's not too late at your school, I would go back and ask the counselor if there's a way to add an honors or an AP course to your schedule right away. For all other students that are college bound, 9th grade to 12th grade, if that's not an option for you, there are sometimes obstacles to getting extra honors and APs. Sometimes there's a limit to how many can take them at your school, etc. There are 3 websites you can check. You can go to ucscout.org. That is a website that you can find UC approved classes, and that is a great way for California residents to get something extra on their transcript to improve your academic profile. LaurelSprings.com is a private online high school that has been serving students for over 30 years, or nearly 30 years, and BYU Online High School is another option as well. So if you can't get the courses, the rigor that you need at your high school, those are 3 options for you right there.
Well, we appreciate your time, Dr. Cynthia. I thought having 4 kids under the age of 8 or 9 years old was tough right now with the Zoom. I'm kind of glad that I'm not dealing with this right now, because this seems challenging. This seems challenging. We appreciate that, and you got the websites, and we'll see if we can get those up if for parents that may need a little help guiding their students during this time. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.